Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Ocean Sea Poet. I am the host and creator of Poet Table of Verse. And I was asking myself, what's really going on right now in our society? How is it that there are so many people who are disgusted by having a president as Trump? And if that's the case, why is he the president? Because if you got that many people that disrupting and don't like it, then how did he win that? That concerns me right there. And also today I was reading online and saw that Zimmerman, one who killed the Marine boy, he got into it with somebody at a bar. A racial situation went on, and they had to remove him from the premises. Now, what I'm not understanding here, when Trump did all that stuff to women, touching them without their permission, all that stuff, violence and all that stuff he taught, why nobody do nothing about that? Because if they can remove Zimmerman, they should be able to remove Trump. Because it doesn't make no sense. And I don't know, these presidents don't realize that you're not the president because you want things to be your way different. No, that's not why. You are the president because you are looking over all these people God has created. And God is looking to see if you're going to take care of them. So whatever you do, brother, we reap what we sow. And I can only pray that you take the right step, make the right move, because all this violence, anger, and frustration, it's not getting their way. You can't build with that kind of stuff. You can build on love and hope and faith and all that, but to build on hate, frustration, racism. I mean, I read up on Trump and they say that he talked about the minorities, the disabled, the immigrants, and like I said, I don't think he understands what his job is because you the one who have to take care of these people, not throw them out somewhere or deport them. You are the person who helped them to get their lives in a way that they can be able to take care of themselves and their family. I think, we all still need to get together. We can do our marches and protests, but if we are the people, like they say, why is this man still in office as elected president of the United States? Doesn't make sense to me. You can do it to Zimmerman and you take him out the premises because of his action, because he basically was doing that to show y'all how I can get away with it. That's what he was proving. And how Trump can get away with it. That's what they were proving. But you gotta realize, people, our problem now is that we need to stick together. We need to communicate more and we need to speak our mind. Because truly, there's no way on God's green earth that all the zillion people of us would let something like that get into the office and we didn't vote for it. And for somebody to react like they do, how is he going to be seen responsible in handling things in the world if he's been doing all that he do? It's not going to do nothing but cause chaos. Echoes of chaos all through the White House. And who's going to pay for it? Probably the people of the United States. We probably have to pay for it because the fact that we got to, I'll say keep protesting, keep marching, but we need to do something more because there's no way as long as I live right here on this earth, to have a president like that. I mean, we had some that I know that are racism, and the one that stole a lot of money and killed a lot of people. But to sit up there, he's been bold where he ain't said, I'm not going to hide. I'm just going to do what I say I'm going to do to people. And it has nothing to do with building our country, our nation, to be a better place and a safer place to live. So if his destination is not that clear and it's only all about a hate, killing people who are disabled, immigrants, people of color, transgender people, gay, lesbian. What I'm trying to understand is he has not talked about doing that to make things better or safer in our world. So I want to know again, all of those folks besides us who did our voting, why is this man still in the point of saying elected president of the United States? I don't understand that. Because I mean, anybody else, they would not sit up there and tolerate that. So what are you telling me, that you tolerating that because the fact that he got money? Is that why y'all tolerating? Right now, you got to understand along the ways as it continues to unfold, it's not going to be a pretty picture. That's for sure. That's why I try to tell my family and tell those I know to talk to each other, communicate, speak your mind, and don't let your bond be broken. And we as citizens of the United States, we broke our bond because there's been what? Since time from the beginning, there has been so much violence and corruption. I mean, I think they knew what they were going to do ahead of time because I want to know why every time I go online and I go to a page or something that I have and everybody wants you to put in your cell phone number. That's disturbing to me. For that many people that could ask you, if you want to lock out of your account, put your number in there. That doesn't seem right to me. I shouldn't have to put my personal phone number inside anything. And if you just taking my email address, then you should just accept that. So something like that don't look good to me. It's just doing it too many times. And I feel like my opinion is that if you have everybody's phone hooked up to the internet, you know where people are and you know what you can do to people. If that's all about control. Right now they're trying to control our world. They're trying to control us by asking continuously for us to put our phone number inside our accounts. I mean, how about me? I run across things that won't even let you in if you do not put your phone number in. That's as a citizen, American citizen of the United States. I have a right to do what I think is best to me, to take care of me, and to make sure that I am living a positive life and not creating chaos in our society. So if I'm trying to build myself up, because I'm an animated graphic designer and I'm trying to get my designs in the store, I'm trying to make a difference. The reason why I do poet, table and verse, because I feel like voices need to be heard. There's so many out there that want to speak but don't know how. See, that's why I invite people to come to my table. It is great to be able to release what's going on in positive way, not release negative where people are getting hurt, people are getting killed, people are being touched without their permission. So y'all, this doesn't make sense to me. I don't get it. We got that many people that are scared, and you trying to tell me that all those people didn't vote or something? That's just too much of the majority of people who are living in fear and scared about Trump. If that's the case, then we should find out from our government what is it to do to remove him, or like I said on the petition that I have, I feel like he needs to be evaluated for his mind, his mental illness, because to react like he's acting, that's not a normal, sane person reaction, and going around touching on women that without their permission, talking about all this hate and anger. That means right there somebody got a problem going on in their life and in their heart, because they talking about all this violence and hate against people and nobody did nothing to them. And yes, I heard and I read how Trump is communicating and have been communicating with the Russians. So I don't know what they plan up, because I believe that it was already put forth. Once they know they was getting Obama out the office, I know they ran the hell out of there, because y'all sit up there and talk about Obama being a president. So what are you gonna do when what I saw in my dream was a lot of people was living on the streets. They didn't have any place that was safe. There was only a few people who was around there trying to help, but everybody, you have nothing to make you safe, because you're all out there in this environment and everybody's trying to get the things they need in order to live. But in that, there's going to be chaos and there's going to be violence. And that's what I saw. And I also saw that bombing. All I can do right now is pray for Trump, because I mean, people like him don't realize we all gotta stand before the judgment day arrives. We all have to confess our sins, our things that we have done in this world. Nobody's not better than the other person. No, it's not that situation at all, because when the work in the law gets in place, it's a powerful thing. And that's why I say again, hate, the anger, the violence, that is not building up a nation. That is destroying a nation. That is what they doing. So I ask y'all, keep praying, be careful, be safe, and do what you can to protect yourself and your family, because right now they want control. It's starting slowly with the phone and all that situation there, and then it will build up. And us doing this, we're kind of in a way giving away our rights, because we're giving away so much when it comes to the computer. It doesn't make sense that everybody's personal information is on the computer. All you have to do is know a name and pull it up, and they tell you where you live at, who you married to, your mortgage and all that they was shown there too. And how is that keeping us safe if that is so public? That doesn't make sense right there, because if I say, I go to the police station and say, hey, somebody did something, and because they found out the address and the information of me, basically, are they going to help me or are they not? Because the fact is, this wouldn't have happened if my information, personal information, was not on the internet. And that's something right there that we need to take care of, because that's too much right there. That you can just get all that information like that on somebody. That means right there we are losing our freedom, because we're giving it away by saying, okay, I sign it, I check it, I put my cell phone in and all like that. Y'all get, hey, you don't want everything to be like I saw it in my dream. You don't want it, but I tried to tell everybody to start working together, build that bond, make it strong, communicate. Nobody's perfect in this world. We already know that. But we have to build on love. We have to build on acceptance. We have to build on being creative. We have to build on inspiration. And if we're building up with these things right now in our lives, there will be change. But if you're talking about violence, you're talking about hate, that is destroying and will destroy our planet in us. Because right now, being like that, you are putting my life in danger. And how does he have that right to put my life in danger? Because of his racism and how he feels. That's not what the presidency is all about. It's not. That is about helping people. The people that God created is now in your hands. And it seems like to me that people, it's like they don't believe in judgment day or something. You know, like they don't believe the Lord that they can continue and get away with everything and nothing's gonna happen. That's how some people live. I know I'm not perfect. I know my sins, but I know I love God, and I know I respect people in the best of my ability. And I do know that love builds, hate destroys. So y'all, you keep it in prayer. And please open your mind and your spirit to understand something is not right. Something is not right for nations of people, millions of people up there protesting, but you still get to be a president? Something not right there. But y'all hang in there. Do the best that you can. I thank you all for your support for Poet Table of Verse. If you would like to share your gift or your voice, you can contact me, Ocean Sea Poet, and I'll be happy to put you before a camera and let you vent. So it's all about letting it out and not holding it in. Kind of like what Trump doing. He not hiding. He ain't holding nothing in. He just telling it like it is. But that telling it like it is will destroy our nation. That telling it like it is will destroy our world. In years from now, we have to pay for when a president does something, just like with Bush. All that he did, who had to pay for it? We did. So if Trump coming in here and he's not trying to build on something, who's gonna sit up there and get it? That's gonna be the people. They're gonna have to go through and paying for the facts of what he did. So I asked y'all, I do have on my website a petition going on, and I asked y'all to, try to sign it, because what I don't understand is if these many people feeling like that, why nobody signing my petition? I feel like, and I know the government can control what goes out and what comes in through the internet. Because if all these people feel like this, I should be almost close to having me 1,000 people signatures, so we can have a discussion, of mature discussion about our President of the United States. Because what he's acting, that is insane. That is not sanity. And think about it again, like I say, like Zimmerman, after he stood up there and shot that Martin boy, and they telling me that he's Hispanic, and I don't think he know he Hispanic. Me, he acts like he's a prejudiced white man. But for him to go in that bar and aggravate people, they remove him from the premises. And I'm asking y'all today, when Trump did all that inappropriate touching to women, why wasn't he removed from the premises? Nobody has the right to touch you without your permission. And just because he has money or whatever else he has, these material things of the world, does not give anybody the right, to be violent, to put your hand on somebody without their permission. That is not normal. But I ask y'all to open your mind and your heart and your ears and stand up. Be strong. Just like the poetess I had showcased last night said, be strong. Don't be afraid. Fight for your right, your life. And that's what we have to do right now. I would say, soldiers, you got to get on that mode right now of having that your spirit and everything taken care of. You have to put on your armor, which is the Word of God, and continuously growing yourself in a spiritual way. Because if you do that, then not only do you change, but it also helps things to change with other people in our world. Because there it goes. It's like that said again. If you're building on violence, rape, killing, racism, greed, that's not going to do anything but destroy our planet, destroy our world, and we will be the ones who have to take care of it. That is not right that someone gets in the office like that and be that immaturely and get away with it. So what are y'all going to do when the fact that Trump said he ready to bomb somebody? What are y'all going to do then? Because that he's already talked about the violence that he wants to display. But I ask y'all, think about it. And also, not just think about it, also look at read your Constitution of the United States. Read where your rights are and educate yourself about it, because in our society today, for me, when I hear somebody say a word, I'm thinking that's what it means. And it does not, because there's not really enough freedom of speech on that information status. So learn, get out there and read, find as much as you can to protect yourself legally and protect yourself spiritually. Because we're going to need faith where we're going right now. We're going to need hope where we're going right now. We're going to need unity for what is going on right now. And I can't do it by myself. I can't just say, well, I'm trying to make a difference and change the world and let people speak. I can't do it by myself. We have to do it together. That's the only way we can sit up there and grab that and hold the people, our community, our world in the hands of building hope, building trust, building communication throughout this world, not just in America, but in foreign lands. It's all about building. So I've not heard one thing about him saying he's building. All he talked about was destroying. And for somebody who have all that in their mind, that negativity, what do you think it's gonna do with all that negativity? We gonna have to be the one to pay for it, because that's no way is that bond is gonna sit with that negativity. Whatever he's doing and all what we'll do will blow up, and we'll be the ones to have to deal with it. So I ask y'all today, keep your prayers going, open your mind and your ear. Do not handle what's going on today the way you would normally do things, because right now you need to get yourself in protection mode. You got to be able to put your family in that protected mode, because you don't know what is going to happen. You don't know what this man and those others had talked about and doing, because I mean, come on, it's 2016 and we still got the Klan can come over there and say if he don't be president, he can start something or killing people. No, 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 no. I thought murder was against the law. But sit up there and let something happen like that and put it before the television. I mean, I don't get this, because for one thing, excuse me, we didn't create ourselves. So how are we gonna say, I want it to be white, or I want to be Spanish, or I want to be straight, and I want to be gay? We do not make that choice. God created us. God brought us into this world, and God will be the one to take us out. So for anyone to sit up there and be racist is ignorance, because we didn't create ourselves. We didn't know. God didn't tell us, well, you're going to this place and that place. No, that's not happening, because God was in control, not us. And for you to sit up there and say you're prejudiced against people because their race or who they are, their sexual identity, that's negativity. We can't grow on that. We can't. But y'all think about these words and keep prayer and take care of one another. For right now, we're on a journey that ain't gonna be nice. But I'm gonna try to keep positive, because I don't want to put out anything negative when it comes to my music, when it comes to my poetry, when it comes to what I'm doing to showcase people. I want to build up. I don't want to tear down. I want to build up. So you got to get in your set mind that you want to build up and you don't want to destroy and tear down. And everything, it begins with us. It begins with you. It begins with me. So we're going to have to come together and become a nation, become a world that we was created to be. Because I mean, this same situation here, that I guess we were doing so much and not the right way, I guess, in front of God's eyes, and you give us to him, Trump, because of our action. It's like everybody, just let it go. You want something new. That is not new. His kind of violence and his talking promises, that's been around before. We did that, done that. Don't want to do it again. So right now we need to find out, as American people, how is that somebody doing all that disruption in negative way to people and touching women inappropriately without their permission, how is that person going to be the president of the United States? How is that person going to watch and take care of us? Because he's already said about the people that he wants to get rid of and, get rid of the blacks, Hispanic, and all that. And in doing that, why would anybody want to vote for somebody that's giving all that negativity? And that's what I don't understand. I'm still trying to get it through my head, because same people would not sit up there and vote for somebody that is insane. So I feel like something is not right here. Something is not right. If we got all these people who are scared for their families, for their life, for their job, how on God's green earth did that man become the president of the United States? We got to wake up, y'all. We got to pay attention to what's going on. We got to communicate with each other. Because if we don't communicate, that's the same reason why he was able to come in. Because our bond was not tight. Now, if y'all want to build, do whatever you can to try to exercise your freedom continuously. Because right now, if we keep doing what we're doing, we ain't going to have no freedom, none whatsoever. No, everything is all on the internet. Phone numbers, family name, all of it. And they steady asking. It's like every page you go to, don't get yourself locked out. Put in, your cell phone number to, I'm like, I don't need to do my cell phone number to be able to get in, because I've already know what's going on with our internet. I'm the type of person that I write everything down. And for me to go to my website and a web page that I know, and it's written down, the password to get in, and you're telling me, no, that's not it. Something is not right back there. How is it that the other day I had the same password and it was working? Then you're trying to say I tried again, you say it's not it? That's control. They are trying to control and how it goes on a computer, because there's no way if somebody sit up there and continue to put passwords in and you write them down and you know what you have, and you come back to the computer and it say, no, that's not it. That's not your password. That right there is definitely something going on. So pay attention. Don't be so free to get the messenger and all that kind of stuff like that. Don't be so quick and freely to give what's yours away. Make it positive. Negativity won't get us anywhere. We'll end up paying for it by doing that. But like I said again, and I say it one more time, we didn't create ourselves. God created us. I didn't say that, hey, Lord, I want to be mixed with Indian and black, and I want to be a transgender male. I didn't say those things because I didn't have no right to say those things, because I wouldn't create in me. So if I'm not creating me, that means that I'm here the way I am because God created me that way. For somebody to try to put a hate, and then if you love God with it, that don't make sense. Because you would know with common sense that God created us. And we have no control on whether we'll be race of color, whether we be lesbian, transgender, or bisexual. We do not have that when, because the Lord knows you. He fashioned and formed you even before you got here on earth. And that's another thing I don't get people that I would like them to wake up on. How is that Everything that's happening in the Bible is in another part of the land, way, way far where nobody's there speaking English. So tell me why, when you hear people talk with the Bible, why are they giving away names like John? Huh? That doesn't make sense. To Mark, all those English words. Our Bible come from on the other side of the world, and it was not English. So whoever the person was who transferred and made it this way, then that the Bible is made in a way for man. It's not made in a way for you to be able to serve God. So your spirit continue to grow. But like I said, in this world, and especially the Bible, that's a little bit of truth and there's a little bit of lie in there. But something you have to ask the God to give you that wisdom and understanding so you can realize and understand what you're doing in your life and what you're doing to people. So you guys, be safe. I'm going to get back over here and take care of this video from last night's showcase. River, thank you very much for taking your time out to share your voice, your gift with us at Poet Table of Verse. You are always welcome to my table. Always. Thank you, River. Y'all take care. Be good to yourself and be good to others. You can't be judging nobody because you got to look at yourself first. All right, y'all? Keep the peace. Keep the faith. Keep hope. You won't escape.